there's just so many elements to the story, right? Everything happens for a reason. I think my biggest fear, like in life in general, is that I think I've gotten better at handling it, but it's like my biggest fear is that it's going to get worse. I haven't been vocal about my depression with really anybody, and all these bad things happening to allow this really amazing thing to happen. I'm still pretty guarded. Depression and running, I mean, it goes hand in hand for so many. You can talk forever about like what a single race means to me and what the experience is, what it was out there, and I go into this dark place at the end of races, and it's a magical experience for me, and there's that relationship between that darkness at the end of a race and the darkness I feel in my depression. But I just go from feeling really good and happy about life to very quickly just getting sucked into a hole, and I can't stop it. It's just overwhelming sadness that has no purpose. Like, it shouldn't be there, right? Not just for me, but for Christina.
There's been an awakening.
Makes me angry.
Have you felt it?
So it's really frustrating. Frustrating, really sad, all those kind of emotions. Spend all my time, most of the time, laying in bed, just trying to sleep it off. The biggest change for me was, for the longest time, I think I was in denial that I had depression, and when I got in these episodes, I'd be mad at myself, and part of me would be like, no, you're fine, just get your ass out of bed. It's as simple as that. And it wasn't, so I would fight it, and I think the hugest change for me is to accept it and recognize that I'm going into the hole and just embrace it. I've been able to shorten the episodes to, I don't know, as short as a day sometimes. When you have a very focused goal in mind and you're working so hard and you're sacrificing so much, and then you have this come up and I can't get my ass out the door for a run. And then just that kind of compounds the problem. It kind of hurts even more. And then it's terribly awful for Christina. It's tough when you see someone you love go through something like that. And I think that's another factor of shortening these episodes, is that I know there's another person involved. You know, earlier I was mostly living by myself, or living in a house where there's so many people that people really didn't notice if you were there or not, because people are always in and out, and there's nobody else to worry about, you know? And now there's somebody else in the picture, so I think I work harder to climb out as quickly as I can. I'm able to go to this place at the end of these ultras that I've never been able to before, especially I can't do it in training. And yes, it happens in the canyon. It all comes together in the last quarter of a race for me. And I go to this place, and I relate the hole I go into with my depression more so to the end of races. How I think they're related is that I described like the way I'm better able to cope with these episodes is I embrace it. I allow it to happen. And so many people you hear, you just got to fight the pain, you got to ignore the pain. And I'm the opposite. You know, when I get to that point late in a race where I'm struggling and it's, my body's shutting down, my mind just wants to stop, I embrace that. I embrace that pain that I'm feeling mentally and physically. And I'm very appreciative of it. I feel like I'm privileged to get that experience. I think very few people are able to harness that energy and emotion involved late in a race. I love the experience I did at the end of the race, and I wouldn't wish, you know, those episodes on anybody, so they're very different at the same time. And I'm still learning, right? I mean, the first time I really experienced this was at Leona Divide, so there's only been like 4 or 5, 6 times I've experienced it, but it's been really fucking amazing. I love it. Everything happens for a reason.
We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
I know you were disappointed. I couldn't be you. No. I was disappointed that you tried.